we're back again at FTL. I'm going to resume where I left off, and I think I want to go to the Mantis homeworlds. Mantis are very fierce, very dangerous, but their ships typically don't have very powerful weaponry. They revolve more heavily around boarding, and all the combat will give us a lot of scrap. So we're going to go to the Mantis homeworlds and see what we can do. You've entered a poorly charted area of space that's known to be home to the Mantis. Ensure your hull plating is up to scratch and you have enough fuel in the tank to make it through. Got a lot of fuel. Hull's looking a little roughed up, but I think we can manage. Especially since there's a store right here. Merchants are not highly respected among the Mantid race, so few undertake the profession. You are mildly surprised to receive an advertisement from a nearby space dock. You decide to see what they have to offer. Clone bay, mind control, hacking, crew members, and some weaponry. I don't really have anything to sell. Mind control could be helpful. I don't really feel like I have enough drone parts to warrant hacking or drone control quite yet. Ion Blast Mark II is a powerful weapon, but it's also expensive to get online. Let's see, it would cost 70 scrap just to buy the weapon, and then I'd have to pay... what was it? $160 more scrap just to get the weapon control up to the part I could use it, but that's not even accounting for the power, so I don't think I want to buy that. Instead, I will repair up to green, and considering we're going to be dealing with borders, I'm going to upgrade my door system and my med bay. I'm going to get one extra power bar. This way we can effectively hold back borders more efficiently and heal our crew quickly if they need to be in combat frequently. I'm going to go to this distress beacon, and then I'm thinking I'm going to dirtle up here as I'm on my way to the exit. You find a number of ships fleeing from a small space station. You hail them, asking what's wrong. Help, we're being overrun by some sort of giant alien spiders. Giant alien spiders is a very infamous event in this game. Sending your crew to help has a high chance of losing your crew member. If you have an anti-bio beam, which is a special slug weapon, or an anti-personnel drone, you can just get free scrap from this. Otherwise, you're gambling crew members for scrap, which I don't want to do. You can't risk fighting some unknown alien on every backwater station you come across. You prepare to jump. You find an abandoned mining station on a nearby moon. A quick scan shows no life forms, however you discover a usable drone schematic. The Shield Overcharger is a very mediocre drone. There's one ship in particular that uses it very efficiently, but I don't typically go out of my way to use it. I'm going to hold on to it for now. I'll probably end up selling it relatively soon, but who knows, we might find a use for it. Detect and retrieve an escape pod floating nearby. Consider returning it to space when you learn its Mantis. Jettisoning the pod will give us nothing. Prying it open will either give us scrap, give us a crew member, or lose a crew member and get us a Mantis, boarding our ship to attack us. I think I'm going to pry it open. A man bursts out of the life pod screaming and claws his way into a corner. A rare survivor of Mantis captivity. Once calm, the survivor offers to join your crew for a time. So, we're going to put Maloney here in the door room, and since this new human has a bit of training in shields, we'll put him in the shield room. Now, since someone is piloting our door room, or manning it rather, you can see that our door system has an upgrade. It will take much much more force to break through these doors now, while someone's manning it. So, let's keep going. You arrive to find yourself extremely close to a star. You receive a message from a pirate ship. I'm glad you arrived. Our ship is damaged and we're getting desperate. I hope you don't mind if we take yours. Hostiles detected on board our ship. So I'm going to put all my troops in this room. We're fighting with them in there. I think I can dispatch these enemy humans fairly easily with the crew I have. Hopefully I can get them all headed back to their stations before the solar flare. Uncertain what you discover at this beacon, you scan the surroundings. You check several warnings on wide channels discouraging any violence in protected trade space. Perhaps you can find some wares nearby. Backup battery, mind control, hacking, explosive replicator, emergency respirators, drone recovery arm, some crew, some weapons. I think I'm going to sell the shield overcharger. Buy some fuel, so we have 12. And I don't particularly think I need to buy any crew. We're doing fairly good on staffing. I could consider buying a weapon, but I think we're doing fairly well with what we have. I think I'm going to keep on keeping on. There aren't so many parts of Manta space that aren't dotted by the wrecks of battles past, but this one is one of them. You take a deep breath and prepare to move on. You arrive at a location of the distress call of a civilian ship that hits. Once you arrive at the location of the distress call, a civilian ship hails you. That's how you word that. Thanks for responding to our beacon. Our FTL navigation has gone haywire and we can't plot a course to the nearest depot to get it fixed. Could you lead us there? We will lead them there. Take this bit of scrap as a down payment. We'll use your jump signatures to follow you. You're really helping us out here. I don't think I can get there before the rebel fleet, so I feel kind of bad, but I'm gonna have to take their scrap and run. You cross paths with a Mantis ship that looks to have had dozens of layers of armor plating added over what must have been a 100-year career. Its captain is the legendary thief Kazakplethklik. Your crew look frightened. Prepare to fight. If you have a clone bay or a teleporter, when you take down this ship, you will, if you have a clone bay or a teleporter and kill this ship, or if you kill it without destroying it, like just kill the crew, you can get this guy, this Mantis, as a crew member. But as it stands, this is just a normal fight for us. They have a level 2 level shields, so we have to disable their shields before we can get through with their with our weapons. But they don't really have any method of. They have only a missile launcher and an ion weapon, so we only need one level of shields up to prevent us from ionizing anything. So let's just stick a human in the med bay to fight this Mantis that foolishly decided to board us in the medical facility of our ship. Mantis fights to the last, and you pick through the scraps from the corpse of his ship. In a sense, though, you sense, though, that his death has left a great mystery unresolved. There are indeed quite a few different things that can happen if you destroy, or kill the crew rather, without destroying the ship. Unfortunately to us, it was just a ordinary Mantis fight, because we didn't really have the equipment we needed to kill the crew, but not the ship. Realistically. You are immediately hailed by an impressive-looking Mantis ship. Your ship would make them a mighty fine prize. Prepare to battle. This is the Mantis Ship Collectors event. If you let them get away at the end, they will lead you to another fight, where they will, upon surrender, offer you a weapon. The ship made an emergency FTL jump, but it looks like they didn't mask their signatures. You could easily follow them if you want. After them, you can put their coordinates into your map and prepare to follow. We could get to this quest beacon, but then we'll immediately have to flee from the rebels. But I really want this quest beacon, so we're gonna do it. Shortly after you arrive, the ship you were escorting jumps nearby. They thank you for the help and offer a reward. So since we're going to be running from the rebel fleet, let's upgrade our engines. Prepare to run like crazy. You found the exit beacon, but the rebels got here first. You must survive long enough to be able to jump for the next sector. So when the rebels catch up to you, you have to fight a heavily over-leveled rebel ship while under the anti-ship batteries, which are very powerful, very powerful occasional area hazard that will do heavy damage and breaches to random areas of your ship. As you just saw there. I heavily upgraded the engine for higher evasion and higher FTL recharge so we can get the hell out of here faster. We took considerable damage from that, which is why I tried not to do it, but I wanted the event, and I got to show you what happens when the rebels catch up. To repair the sensors, make sure that there's nothing else breached. take a look at NG Space. That's a pretty moderate, pretty approachable place for our quest beacon. Let's head on over. You find a mantis ship carrying a small squad of entry. They make it to the node and jump off, leaving you toe-to-toe with their pursuer. Fiddling with this and that as we go, make sure we don't take too much damage. Typically, the enemy crew will prioritize repairing the shields over any other system. Oh, looks like there was a fire and they killed themselves. An NG vessel hails you. Identity: Federation. Outlier probability. Implies revival. Implies hope. Assistance suggested. They offer some supplies. You arrive at a smoldering engineering research station. Its distress call is unanswered. Attacked by pirates or mantis, most likely. There may be someone left alive or something of value left on board. Board the station. Your away team reports a wounded NG and a functioning drone schematic. Then someone yells, the station reactor is overloading, and they're running out of time. Save the NG, save the schematic, or save ourselves. Saving either of these will give you either the NG or the schematic, but also give you a chance to lose the crew member. Save yourselves just guarantees you won't lose anyone. Let's try and save the NG. One of your crew valiantly grabs the NG and throws it into the airlock right before the reactor blows and the automatic blast doors slam shut. You no choice but to mourn their sacrifice and move on. The NG who was saved offers to join your crew. So we lost our engineer, but we got another NG who is conveniently good at being an engineer. So I guess it's a worthy trade, I guess. I would prefer to keep both, but you can't always have that. Let's go to the store, and then I think we'll loop back to the quest. Message arrives. Your scrap, ours. Our weapons for you. You're about to raise the shields when you realize it's just an NG trader looking for a trade. Drone control, crew teleporter, mind control, or various drones. I'm gonna buy all their fuel. I don't really have a good crew for boarding. Mind control's a bit niche. I don't really want this drone. If it was the defense drone, the one that protects you from missiles, I'd take it, but as it stands, I'm just gonna repair up to green. And we're gonna keep going. But first, I think I'm going to get 2 more power bars, so we can have this engine fueled up as it is, and also have a shield up. You overhear Mantis Comchatter. Agreed. Next ship is yours. Your turn. Good hunting. They don't see you yet. Let's attack them. The next event with Mantis ship hunters at the quest beacon should give us a new weapon to toy around with. Since this Mantis was floating up to board in an airlock, we can just suffocate him a bit. And then we'll just rush in and rush in some crew to take down. Oh, I was gonna say to take him down, but he was smart enough to flee, so back to your stations, everybody. Now let's see what's waiting for us with this quest. Actually, let's head up here first. I want to get as many jumps as I can before we go to the exit. Receive a message from a small convoy. They're looking for some military supplies and are offering to try and improve your reactor in exchange. I think I can afford to give up some supplies for a reactor upgrade. A little extra evasion. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna kill you. I don't think I'm gonna regret this decision. Get on that repair, Engie. Catch up with the Mantis ship that escaped before, only some transfer recruit to an even bigger ship. Not you again. Do you know how much these repairs are going to cost me? Time to take out the big guns. For the aforementioned big guns, these weapons are not very formidable. This is a charged laser Mark 2 or 3, I forget what it was, but it can shoot 4 lasers, but it takes a long time to charge up that much. With high evasion, it might not hit us at all. This is sort of a bomb weapon, so that's a problem. But I think the biggest issue is these Mantis, so... First, we're going to get all of our crew ready to fight the Mantis in here. disable the teleporter so that Mantis will not be able to come back. We did have our, we did get our oxygen system destroyed there, but I think we can put out the fire in an efficient amount of time. Almost scratched on the oxygen system. That would have been embarrassing. There were people dying from that. Look, you proved your point. We don't want to die. Take this and let us go, please. 50 scrap and an ion bomb. I don't really like the ion bomb, but 50 scrap is pretty good, so I'm going to take that offer. Thanks, but do you have any idea how much repairing 2 ships will set us back? What an odd Mantis. You prepare to leave. Well, I might as well... Oop, wrong button. I might as well upgrade my ship so I have the option to use this weapon should I want to. Even though it's not exactly my weapon of choice. Once you arrive, it's free to land on warnings. And about pirate seems to have adjusted hacking tools and they have tried to shut down your engines. But your crew manages to keep them barely operational and you move in to attack. So this will always set your engine to just 1. Which is a problem because they have a missile launcher. And I'm going to set my ion bomb to disable their shields. Except it missed. It's a rather slow weapon to charge. I'm not the biggest fan of the ion bomb as a result. But we're going to use the tools that are at our disposal. That does do a lot of ion damage though, and as you can tell, now they are completely vulnerable to attack from our weapons. There's one more store on the way out. I'll be sure to make use of that to repair and probably buy myself a new system or weapon. I will not be paying your toll. Getting kind of low on missile parts. Augment Defense Scrambler. I will definitely take that surrender offer. Free augments are fine by me. I think I only have enough time for this one jump. I could be wrong, but let's just be safe. And you can do remarkable things with just a pile of scrap. Yet you have at this beacon are selling equipment just for that. Drone control, cloaking, backup battery, crew members, some weapons. I think I want to get cloaking. Cloaking is the best defensive augment in the game. Now, do I want another weapon? I think I want the Ion Blast Mark II. It's much more effective than the Ion Bomb at ionizing systems. We're a little bit low on missiles, so I'm going to depower the Artemis for a while and use it and power up the Ion weapon instead. Let's see. I don't think I need anything else. I'll just get a few repairs. And we'll be on our way. We've arrived at the long-range beacon. Yeah, I'll sell some drone parts for some scrap. And we'll head into the rock homeworlds. And doing so, by getting halfway through the game, we unlock the Edgy ship. I'm going to save the rock homeworlds for the next video. I'm Toss the Goats. Have a great day. Have a great night. Have whatever it is. See ya.